Here we go into game 46. Just gotta say, I think so far I'm really liking most of the changes we made to the deck. Loving the spreading cards. Poison Seeds is alright, it fits the theme well.
Lunara
And
versus Jane.
Bruiser, the second Bruiser.
You asked for it. The forest fights back.
Here we are against a Mage. Consider keeping the Dirty Rat in case it is Quest Mage. However, it's just such a tempo lost card. It's kind of a good card in our hand until later in the game. And tempo does matter, especially if it happens to be Secret Mage we're up against. So I decided to toss them all for just more early. One thing I have been noticing with our deck now is it feels a lot more heavy. It's very difficult to control that expensive cards.
This will be good.
And a secret. It's definitely not duplicate. It's probably explosive runes.
You're not ready for this.
So if they had played the spell, that might have been an okay play as well. Playing out Black Mage is interesting. Now with our Rising Winds, playing with these, we'll just get Black Mage down. It was not counterspell. A secret, so that leaves explosive runes, Warlock, or Ice Ball.
Your magic shall not save you.
Even he gets explosive runes. It is explosive runes. But now we can develop minions.
We have many secrets.
This turn we have a couple options. We could go for Sludge Belcher.
I'm late. I'm late.
I'm on also plays the runner. The other option is Poison Seeds. Poison Seeds does take off the most power. We do get blown out if it does happen to be counterspelled if our opponent is played. However, Sludge Belcher is way the Oasis Surger would have taken off quite a bit of power, but I think this is one of the few cases where we can use Poison Seeds.
An incredible discovery!
Neverwing Portal there, and that is actually a card that we're seeing Secret Mage play a little bit in there. Something to consider. And we're down to 5, we're at 6 mana. We gotta draw Reno or bust here. That's not a Reno. There's nothing we can do to save ourselves from here. We might have survived had we played the Oasis Surger on the previous turn. It would not have triggered the secret.
I know who you are.
That was wild.
I just played the Dirty Rat. This is what they've gotten there. And
Well
we're
played.
rewarded because they're funnily enough running.
I can't win them all.
Secret Mage.
Hello.
Yeah, secret tag. Other than that Oasis Surger play, I don't think there's much else we could have done with our hand that game. In that game, we just see how stuck we were with so much card draw and slow cards. I do wonder if we have too much of that.
Lunara
We go game number
versus Jane.
47.
You asked for it. The forest fights back.
And we get presented with an interesting grip here. We got Elise, Zephyrs, and Reno, all three of our duplicate Matters cards. I decided just to keep it to see how it's going to go. I would always keep Zephyrs here. Elise and Reno on their own. I'd probably keep Reno in case it happens to be Secret Mage. at least we would probably not keep against Mage. It just doesn't do too much against Quest Mage or Secret Mage, but you gotta keep that in when you get all 3 duplicate Matters cards.
Hello.
Nature's blessings upon you.
We see the quest, so we're against Quest Mage. The name of this game is going.
This will be good.
Perhaps Dirty Rat. If we Dirty Rat out enough. Though we don't run Brand anymore, so the Dirty Rat.
Of course,
might
it's
not
the right
be
way.
enough. See the questing here. Could consider Zephyrus and Holy Smite to remove it. But I decided I want to keep Zephyrus for other tough situations that might come up.
This will be good.
We don't want to take too much damage early on. HP does matter in this matchup, but a 2-3, it's okay to leave that on board at this point. Another reason right now, if they decide to play an early giant, which Quest Mage does every now and then, if they just play tons of spells on a turn and decide they want to push for tempo, they might play out an 8-8. And then having a Zephyrus deal with that is really nice. Sorcerer's Apprentice, they only cast 1 spell.
Your magic
It makes
shall
me
not
think it's
save
a bit or something. So we're just gonna Spellbreaker the Apprentice. But it's pushing a Polymorph. That's questionable play, I say. Our opponent plays Apprentice and only takes advantage of it with 1 spell. Oh, I'm happy with that. Now they only have 1 Apprentice left in their deck. We probably would have been fine with Sludge Belcher there as well. In fact, we might have wanted to have saved the Surger for removing more highly priority such as Flame Waker.
Whoops.
And here our opponent, Books of Specker.
That was
Book of
wild.
Specker. Such an unlucky draw sequence there from our opponent. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking, so to remove the Flamewaker, the only answer is Zephyrus. I would like to duplicate Zephyrus with Elise if possible.
Now, how about...
Like, Zephyrus would give us probably Shadow Word Pain or Eviscerate, which are both 2 mana, and then we just float 2 mana. So I'm thinking of just going with... Oh, I see. Okay, I'm hoping for Fire here to Flamewaker, but nope, we see that 5 mana Temple Enforcer just staring at us. There's no reason he should be offering us that here. Once again, it's just, I think that the priest card is bugged. He offers that
Suffer as the wildlands suffer.
so we don't remove the Flamewaker. And I think this would have worked had Zephyrus offered us the Soulfire.
Planets and stars.
This play we did.
Power for the taking.
We removed the Flamewaker while still not floating so much mana because of But yeah, I gotta say, Zephyrus has gotta be bugged. We lose out there. We picked the Gorehowl though because it does remove the Flamewaker on the following turn. So we're
This
just
will
gonna
be
play that.
good.
Luckily for us, our opponent had that huge miss with their Book of Specters. Worthy of note, it also discarded their other Book of Specters, so they are probably running low on card draw. It's going to be a while to complete their quest. Looks like they're going to go for a giant here. If there's a way that I can Dirty Rat Zephyrus clear the board, but our Zephyrus is Floop, so it costs 4 mana now. And we just need to remove that giant.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Our Zephyrus. Consider the Soul Cleave for a moment. We could trade in with Gorehowl and then Soul Cleave to clear it off.
This'll be good.
This way we lose 3 HP by attacking another 3-1, but we keep the Gorehowl.
Of course
So
it's the
I
right
think
way.
this one's better. Note, we do have Loatheb in our hand, so if we can duplicate that with Elise, that'll give us 2 turns. But to duplicate him, we need to move him towards the left side of our hand. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but Elise, the way she duplicates is she duplicates from left to right in your hand. So if you don't have enough space in your hand to duplicate all the cards, she's going to duplicate the cards towards the left. So we need to try to dump like that Spreading Plague, Sludge Belcher, Reno, or Enzoth. Move them towards the left. So she will duplicate. I see a secret from our opponent. Looks like it was from a discovered secret. So who knows? Testing for duplicate. It's not duplicate. Just gonna play Malfurion. I'm pretty low here. If they somehow complete the quest next turn, they could just kill us with like 1-2 giants.
The circle of life is over.
And this way we don't get blown out by some HP. At this point, our opponent has played a giant. They are down a Flame Waker. We could very well just armor out of range of any combo. They've got 3 giants, 1 Flame Waker left. They run Vargoth. Math changes a lot, but if they don't run Vargoth. Testing for the Flame Ward. Not Flame Ward. Got a lot of options this turn. I think I want to play Spellcatcher and Cruiser. I should have tested for I'd rather keep the 4-5 alive than the 3-5. Also, the 3-5 leaves behind a 1-2. If it gets explosive runes, but we don't see explosive runes, we don't see potion of polymorph. I suppose maybe I was scared of potion of polymorph and we wanted to for our ends off. There's another giant from our opponent. They just must have a terrible hand. I mean, that makes sense because it's really book of Spectres. We might have lethal here. I tested for counterspell with Rising Wind. We might have had lethal here. Let's see, if we had Branching Paths and Hero Powered, Branching Path is 8 damage, on board is 9,
Well played.
23, Hero Powered, 25. Okay, we would have been 1 short. Oh, also. But Loatheb is 5. Yeah, just poor opponent with that Book of Spectres. Not much it looks like they could have done differently. Although I will say their early Sorcerer's Apprentice play was suspect. We got some more giants, but and we've got
Well played.
walls. So that's a good game. Here we go, game 48. This is interesting. It's so hard to duplicate Elise because our hand is always full.
Lunara
With this deck.
versus Gul'dan. Your souls shall be mine.
The forest fights back.
Up against a Warlock, don't want to keep Druid. The only matchup it's good against is Mechathun Warlock, but it's Mechathun Warlock, we have time to draw to our combo. If it's Discard Warlock, we don't have time to draw to the cards that matter there. We got to have them in our opening hand. Q-Block we have time to draw against, but we don't want the Dirty Rat there. I like the Tark Reaper versus the Merchant. I used to not like Tark Reaper against Discard Warlock, but the new version of it, stalling is fine, you don't have to remove the minions. Or catch up
Nature's blessings upon you.
the Poison Seeds and the Spreading Leg. I think here I'm just going to play Travis. Contest well against Discard Warlock, and it happens to be Q-Block or something, and they remove it.
Suffer as the wildlands suffer.
Behold, jewels of the sound.
The Crystal Merchant can draw here. Dark Skies removed.
Suffer as the wildlands suffer.
Thank you.
And definitely going to be playing... We could play Tark Reaper or 2 Rising Winds. I think we're going to go with Rising Winds and probably just cycle. I see that our opponent has played that Unstable Fellbow, which is usually not played in Q-Block, but it is played in the Mechathun. So we want to draw to Dirty Rat Loatheb. We already have Loatheb, so we just want to draw to Duplicate Effects and Dirty Rat. Consider making this 3-2, but we just want to draw. Board doesn't matter too much against this deck.
I hope you like my invention.
Sure enough, there's
Nature's
an Novice
blessings
Engineer at
upon
this
you.
point. It's definitely Mechathun Warlock. The question is what to play. I want to play Fendrel, I think, in hopes that they spend removal because they're scared of it. Instead of
The rage of the Firelands!
Suffer as the wildlands suffer.
Extraordinary.
It is fun here. Our opponent has removed our high priority threats every turn in this game. First the Steladris, then the Merchant, then the Fendrel. Grizzled Wizard is interesting. We could slow down their card draw by stealing their hero power for 1 turn. However... Why? Oh, so I want to dump my hand for at least... We can...
We're gonna be rich!
I think we make a misplay here. I play Reno. I really should have played the Spreading Plague if we wanted to dump.
Nature's blessings upon you.
It's further to the left. So here we see Hemet, and they only have 2 cards left, and they're on 7 mana. I'm trying to think about their combo. It's Dollmaster, Dorian, and then Plot Twist, and then usually a 1 mana spell, which is
Now
8
how
mana, and they're on
about
7. However, I can't remember if they played the coin or not, so I'm trying to decide if I need to Loatheb this turn or not. However, I decide if we do Loatheb this turn, I don't think we can push 24 in the following turns.
now
So
how
I decide
about
to not go with the Loatheb. Mulch the 6/6 and play the Grizzled Wizard. In case they need 1 more card in their combo, it will give us...
Time grows short.
It just will die to their Hemet on the board, so we can't have the mana to play. Luckily we mill Reno, which now we might be able to push lethal with just a couple extra turns from the Loatheb. But I still think we would have gotten there if we had Loatheb this turn with Zola. However, I have a major brain fart, I guess, because obviously now they have enough mana to do the combo. They're going to draw their last card in the deck, so they're going to have the combo. I need to play Lotheb here, but I'm thinking, I guess I'm just scared that if I Lotheb Zola Lotheb, it won't be enough for
Now,
Lotheb.
how about...
But I think with fatigue and just those extra 2 turns, I think we would have had lethal.
Need a
I
hand
can't imagine
door?
Lotheb with Reaper. Actually, that would have been nice. Instead, I just try to duplicate Lotheb for more Lotheb turns. but
Well played.
there was no reason to do this. They're going out this turn.
Nicely.
Sure enough, there's the door. Let's see, if we had done Lotheb, Zola, I would have had to probably pass the turn. And it's Arson for 7.
My people are addicted to it.
Lotheb. Even the calculator Oh yeah, we probably had like maybe 1 damage over the But that's a win for our opponent.